I do feel confident that with what we have, we would definitely have our bases covered. I haven't done one of these videos in a while because the kids are getting older and have a lot more to say during the day, and I prefer to prioritize just being their mom over making content. So thanks for your patience. Today is a rare day where I'm in the 3rd trimester of our most recent pregnancy, and Luke took the kids out for a little while so that I could try to nap, but I got too hungry and they're busy, so this is my rare moment to get in one of these videos for you guys. I just want to share with you guys how I've gotten prepared for this coming baby. A lot of these things I've had from previous pregnancies, some of them I just got recently, and honestly there's a few more things that I would like to get in place before the little one arrives, but I do feel confident that with what we have, we would definitely have our bases covered. There's a lot of ways that you can support and help mom through the transition of giving birth and recovering and breastfeeding and caring for a newborn. So there's a lot of things that I've prepared for myself as helps. Over here we have some larger things. This is my baby wrap from the last time that I had a baby, which is Timothy. This is by Lovey Duds. At the time, 2 years ago, it was the only baby wrap of this style that I could find that was organic cotton and Oikotex certified, and so that's why we got this one. I actually had an organic cotton backpack that I used as a diaper bag, but it was stolen, and we were fortunate enough to be able to invest in this leather backpack, which is going to be my diaper bag this time around. It's got these nice deep pockets in the front. Honestly, I know myself now. I know that I don't need a lot of space to carry things. We do cloth diaper, and so the diapers are a little bulkier and they take up more space in that way, but I don't need to be carrying around bottles and an extra change of clothes and a swaddle and a change of diaper and a wet bag is honestly all that's probably going to go in here. So I'm really excited about that. And then we also had a baby bed, a baby lounger. Some people call it a co-sleeping pillow. Technically it's a bed sharing pillow in that way. I invested in this one this time, which actually comes in this nice organic cotton carrying case for travel. It's a lot longer than the Snuggle Me organic, which a lot of people are familiar with. My problem with the Snuggle Me, and I actually had one the last time, but my problem with the Snuggle Me is that the exterior fabric is organic cotton, but then the interior fill of the traditional one is actually just polyfill, which does off-gas and is toxic. When I bought one 2 years ago, they had the option of wool fill, and that's what I got, but they don't carry that anymore. So this one is from a company called Wool Roots, and this is an organic cotton cape or cover, and then inside the fabric is actually linen, and inside of this is all wool. And then I also got the aromatherapy herbs that go inside of the pillow. So it's just lavender, and it's just nice and soothing for a baby to to fall asleep to. But I'm really excited about this one being extra long. It's gonna last a lot longer for the baby this time. All right, and then I have nursing basics. This is really important to me. So I ended up investing in a couple of wool nursing pads this time. We've been enjoying wool covers for our diapering, and so I decided to give these a try. I've never actually tried them. This is actually a size small from this brand, and they say that what you really want is for the cover or the pad to actually completely cover your breast, which I'd never heard before. I'd had like smaller round nursing pads in the past, so I'm excited to try those out. And then I have 2 different style nursing bras. This one came in a 2-pack, and it just pulls down to the side, and it's really comfortable, and honestly it's very supportive even though there's no pad or anything in there. And then these, which are the more well-known snap down style, but honestly we're just a little cuter than the sleeping ones. So when you're up a lot and you're taking care of diapers and you're breastfeeding a lot, a cute bra can be very encouraging. So I also tend to just live in these styled nursing tank tops, especially early on when you're nursing a lot. These also just clip down, but it's really nice because you feel like you're clothed more often rather than pulling up your shirt to expose your bra and then clip it down or pull it to the side to feed baby. Your shirt stays put and just the clip down part exposes your breast, and you get to keep your belly clothed, which is kind of nice, especially if you're out in public or have visitors coming over, or especially the earliest days of postpartum where you're so squishy and soft. And then I also got a couple of these really basic cotton dresses. I like the really long arm area for the benefit of being able to just whip this down over, pull it to the side instead of pulling down and stretching out the neckline more, but being able to like pull the arm hole over to expose your breast to breastfeed in. That's also really nice for that feeling of being clothed either at home or out in public. And then we also got this nursing pillow. This time I had thrifted a nursing pillow last time, which I ended up using not so much like this because my torso is so high. I still would have to hold baby up higher in order to not have to hunch. But I would kick back in bed and have the pillow there, and that worked really well for me. So I decided to go ahead and invest in a nursing pillow this time after having used that and feeling like I would do it again. This one is from the Sustainable Baby Company, and this is an organic cotton cover, and then inside is all organic buckwheat hulls. And once again, I got the aromatherapy herb insert, which is just lavender again, which is just soothing. But I'm also using this as a pregnancy pillow right now for sleeping at night. So the top part here, I'm able to tuck up under my ribs, and then this part is supportive for my belly, and this part can even fit in between my legs. So that's been really nice to have this time. This is a bunch more postpartum stuff. I made another video going through all of my birth kit supplies, and so some of this stuff will be redundant from that, but some of it is actually kind of new information for you guys if you've seen that video. So the birth kit did include one of these very basic peri bottles, I'm hoping to get a postpartum healing kit that includes an upside down one too. And then it also included just some basic maxi pads, which if you've seen the video, I used these to make padsicles with. And then I also have, for postpartum bleeding, these organic cotton disposable pads, but I also have my reusable organic cotton pads, and these don't have a plastic lining, they don't have any polyester, and then they're all 100% organic cotton. This is what I use for my periods, and once I feel up to it, which may be very quickly, I'm going to be switching to just using these for my postpartum bleeding. And then the birth kit also included this herbal afterbirth bath, which I'm going to brew up as a bath, but I'm also going to brew it up to put in the peri bottle for cleansing when going to the bathroom. And then that's also the solution that I used to make the padsicles with. I do have a couple of essential oil rollers from Selah Oils, which is the brand that I like best for essential oils. This is from their kids collection. This is Ease Junior and Tummy Troubles Junior, which are both pregnancy safe because they're diluted so well. And so that's actually what I use on myself now, and will use postpartum also if I need it. Then we have a couple of these things from Earthly. This is a tincture called Ease the Ache, which is supposed to help with the afterbirth cramps that come with subsequent children. So I'm excited to have that on hand in case I need it. And I've actually already been taking through this pregnancy Earthly's Energy Plus, which is their herbal iron supplement, and it's been really, really helpful. My prenatals I will be taking until they're used up, and then they also make a postnatal, which I started taking last time, and it helped so much with my milk supply and my energy levels. So I'll be switching over to my postnatal from New Chapter after I've used up all of my prenatals in postpartum. Kind of along the same lines of mama postpartum care and support, I thrifted a pair of slippers that I can get on without having to bend over and like hook them on my heel. So they're bigger than my normal size, but that way I'm able to just like slip them right on, which is really helpful, especially during postpartum recovery, when bending and lifting and all of those things are like, let's keep it to a minimum, you know. I also did invest in a couple books. These are some of my favorites. Got the Word always handy and hidden in our hearts, so I'm grateful for all the years that I spent hiding the Word in my heart. This is one that I've just been interested in lately. We've been celebrating the biblical feasts, and this is about how we celebrate Jesus in the biblical feasts, which has been a really cool read for our family this year. I read the book Supernatural Childbirth, and this is like a shortened version with just like prayers and promises from Jackie's testimony of supernatural childbirth, and then there's other testimonies from other women in the back, and this is essential as far as I'm concerned. I decided to give this one a go this time and just see what it was like as I've gone through what to expect when you're expecting before their weekly pregnancy and childbirth guide. I honestly wish that this was even more natural minded than it is, but it is a nice resource to have on hand, and I have recommended it to other mamas. And then this one is another absolute essential as far as I'm concerned. I've read through it every single pregnancy or postpartum period, and I take something new away from it every single time. It's absolutely gold. So if you haven't considered this, or heard about this, just grab yourself a copy and eat it up. That one is great. Kind of along the lines of nourishment in the postpartum period, or the first 40 days after giving birth. I like to have snacks and water always within arm's reach. But some of the snacks that I'm definitely going to keep on hand that can't be at my bedside but can easily be brought to me this time are yogurt from our raw milk dairy, and just all these organic granola that goes with it, and then some sort of fresh organic fruit. And then I've actually already been drinking this every night just to help with remineralizing my teeth, because you know that pregnancy probably really can take from all of your nutrients in your body. So just giving your body what it needs to support your natural wellness is really important. So I've been remineralizing my teeth with teas that I'm drinking, herbal teas that I'm drinking. This bone broth, which is from a local farm around here, which is pasture raised meat. And then also I started using a tooth powder, which is just a lot of natural minerals in it. So that's just a handy tip if you haven't heard of that before. And kind of along those lines, I decided to get this bed tray for postpartum from IKEA. It was really inexpensive. It's made out of bamboo wood, and I'm just gonna keep this, I already have been, tucked underneath my bed so that when somebody can bring me snacks and meals throughout the day, I can just pop it up, and whether I have baby on me or next to me or nursing or whatever, I can kind of maneuver the table then on my bed where I might be able to get in a few bites of food. All right, we've got a couple other things over here. This is getting more and more towards baby, so if that's what you've been here for, hang in there. But I like to drink water all day from a huge mason jar. It doesn't help me track how much water I'm drinking, honestly, because I don't really pay attention, but I do drink a whole one of these every single day, usually 2. And then I've been keeping water at my bedside just with this carafe from IKEA. Right now, I'm taking this 3rd trimester tea from Earth Mama, but after I give birth, I'll be switching to this Milkmaid tea, which is just really helpful for milk production. The stuff from them is just great. I'm all about, you know, getting herbs and then brewing up your teas yourself. But if you don't have access to bulk herbs, or you're not able to order the quantity that they're available in from like a retailer online or something like that, these Earth Mama organics are pretty easy to find in grocery stores and things. Alright, I have a lip balm that I've just kept around. I've had this for years now. It's just lasting, and it's great ingredients, really clean stuff. This was from a local company. Legs are falling asleep. This is from a local company when I was pregnant with Naomi, I think, my first. And then this is a bottom paste from Beloved Baby, which I've also had for a long time, and was also a local maker back in Wisconsin. This is sort of birth kit related, sort of postpartum related, but bendy metal straws are handy for drinking water while nursing. Alright, some baby related stuff. These are all little goodies. This is actually Timothy's, we call it a Nook, pacifier. He calls it his goon. So we use these Eco Piggy all natural rubber pacifiers for the kids. This is the size that we use for Timothy, but they do make a 0 to 6 month size. And then I've been using this Kaema Pharma organic cotton pacifier clip for him. We don't clip it on anymore, but we did when he was a baby. And then when he was little, we also got these for him. So this is a wooden comb and then a Nontoxic nasal aspirator, both from Green Sprouts. And those are very basic little baby essentials. They're literally everything else I have is in like the covering department. So the most basic is definitely our cloth diapers. These are just prefolds, which if you never heard of them, a prefold from Green Mountain Diapers. This is their Cloth-cez brand. They're awesome. We use them for Timothy. We used them for Naomi until she potty trained. So prefold is just sewn into 3 segments that are even, and you can fold them into a trifold. Or when you tuck it on baby, you'll pull this up to about even with their belly button, and then you can either fold in like this and then fold that up and pull this around their sides, or you can do something called a jelly roll, which you can find online if you're interested. Those are going to be our daytime diapers. I have them in many sizes, so we're able to size up as needed. And traditionally what we've done is a disposable diaper at night. And honestly, with a newborn, I'm changing them in the middle of the night, so then it would be probably 2 disposables. I'd probably start with a disposable when I put them to bed, and then in the middle of the night feed, change to another disposable, and that gets them through the whole night. But I'm going to try this time around these fitted cloth diapers and see if with this and then with any extra diapering things that I have on hand, if I can get baby all the way through the night with only cloth. We'll just see how that goes. So this has a lot of layers to it. It just fits on a lot like a disposable diaper would. These ones I really like because they snap down for the umbilical cord healing phase, and so that's been really important to me. But these you could always fold to do the same, and same with the prefolds too. So those are really great. All of these diapers are from Green Mountain Diapers. And then for covers, because this is only the absorbent part, we've been doing wool as a family, and these are some of our newborn tiny little wool covers. But I did decide to get a couple of these plastic lined covers just in case to have on hand, especially for the nighttime ones. We'll see how we do. I'm just going to experiment a little bit with that. So those are the covers. And then I got this jar from IKEA just to put a whole bunch of cloth wipes into and then keep them moist in there so that I don't have to get up and get them wet every single time I have to do a diaper change, especially in the middle of the night. That's just not realistic. So these, I'll keep some wet, and then I have a bunch here to just stuff back in. These are from Green Mountain Diapers too, and they have a flannel on one side and then kind of a terry cloth on the other side. These are totally different wipes from the ones that we use for Timothy and for Naomi. She is potty trained now, but she wipes herself with a cloth wipe, and then just throws it in with our diaper laundry. And then I also do have, let's see if they stuck. To secure everything, I've got some pins, or these are called snappies. So they've got little claws and then they're elasticy. So what you do is hook into one side, hook into the other side and then pull down to the middle, and that just holds the diaper on baby really nice and snug. And these back in here are actually just flat diapers. They're absorbent. They can be folded into all sorts of different styles, or just used as extra absorbents in some other diaper setup. So that is a little look at our cloth diapering supplies for newborn, which I'm so excited about. And then this basket right now is basically what I expect to be using on baby for coverings for a while after they're born. So we've got a couple of swaddles. These two are from Modern Burlap, and we love them. We've used them for years. And then this one, I think is from Maybe Baby. I'm pretty sure it is. Organic cotton, and you can tell this one is unbleached, and this one is just a pure white. But those are swaddles, and then I also have an organic cotton blanket in here, and this one is a wool blanket, which is so beautiful. This one is actually wool and organic cotton, and it's like a zip-on blanket, but that's for when they're a lot bigger. It's just tucked in here for now. Swaddles are just an absolute must-have. They serve so many purposes. I tie two corners of a swaddle together as a nursing cover for out in public. I put it down as a blanket to change them on when we're out and about. I will use it to wipe up drool or snot or anything else, soaking up leaking breast milk or anything. They're just really awesome. This time I'm being a little more proactive in terms of the umbilical cord healing phase for babies. Traditionally, we've just had sleepers or onesies to put on them, but I've found that really does rub against that cord stump while it's healing, and it can make it really pussy and just uncomfortable for baby. And so I decided to get a couple of these just knotted sleep gowns. And this is something that you want to look for on anything of your babies, are these little scratch mitts that are part of the sleeve. Then you don't have to mess with those little mittens, which always just end up coming off of them. So those built-in mitts are awesome. So these little sleep gowns are just going to be looser, and hopefully not as irritating on that stump. So these are from Quinn. They're organic cotton. They just have a variety of colors and styles. And then I decided these are actually hard to find, so props to Quinn. I got a couple of little baby tops, and little baby shorts that will fit over the cloth diapers. Anything that's called like a harem pant or an elephant pant is just a little longer in the crotch, and so that leaves room for the cloth diaper to fit. So all of those are actually Quinn, which is really cool to have found all of that stuff all together. These are all 0 to 3 month size. And those are primarily for that period before the umbilical cord stump falls off and the belly button is all healed up. And then after that, I'm really excited to have invested in a whole bunch of Modern Burlap sleepers for baby, and we decided to go with the footless zip-up style ones. All of their sleepers do have the scratch mitts built in, which is fantastic. But we went with the footless ones because you just don't know what size baby is going to be or how quickly they're going to grow. And I find that these sleepers last longer if they don't have the feet attached. So that's my little trick with sleepers. And then we also have a whole bunch of onesies. I ended up thrifting a bunch of them. I knew I had seen a bunch of organic cotton onesies at a children's consignment shop in California before we moved. And I just suddenly felt urgently like I needed to go and buy them. And that was right before we found out that we were pregnant with this baby. So I'm glad that I got them. But there's a couple other brands that we've bought, some new in here, some that we still had around from last time. So these are a couple of brands that I like and look for. This is from Nature Supply Company. How cute. All organic cotton. This is from a brand called Milk Barn. That's organic cotton. All of this is organic cotton. This is from 10th and Pine. That's what we used as our pregnancy announcement. Then we've got a couple Gerber Organic, just basic onesies. We have, this is called Modern Moments, but it's a Gerber offshoot. This one is Modern Moments also. And then Burt's Bees Baby also. More than half of those were all thrifted. And that is what I like to find for baby. They're definitely worth buying new also, but if you can thrift them, it's even better. And then way down in here I have a couple of rompers. Okay, this tiny little romper is from Quinn, so sweet. And then I got a couple zip up rompers, which are obviously roomier and have more room to grow for baby, from Modern Burlap also. So that is what we've got. I think we literally covered everything. So there are more details in my birth kit supply video, and then I'm sure I'm gonna have more stuff to share over time. This stuff is so basic and a lot of it is tried and true for me, so I'm just looking forward to it. Obviously pregnancy is so special and I love that closeness of baby always, and of having my arms free, but getting to feel all the wiggles and just learn their personality and everything from the womb. But I'm really looking forward to being tucked in bed and nourishing another little one. So, yeah, I hope that you're able to glean some good stuff, whether it's products or just tips from this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.